I triggered processes for the issuance of an Interpol red notice. Mr. Ofori has failed to show any medical report. I underline, he has failed to show any medical report.
We Atta et Yehovah, Elohika bika luvika, uvika naveshika.
You know, the matters within the system of Ghana is getting out of hand. Right now, no, as you can see, the first prayer I just say, boy, and I to me, pay just what bomb people for now. Say, some more social, let's say, near my be Tony Akasa. Into that some I want to be pay or body ma and people for now. But not know we said this prayer no boy and Abusia, you need Sanessa, you know me, then you. Because this time around, the matters within the system is getting even more interesting because of, say, as you can see, some former state ministers being declared wanted. You know, this is all about the matter of the OSP together with Ken Ofori, who is the former state minister, finance of the land, and another Danko Akufo-Addo. You know, Papa is a man as soon as OSP because of Omra Aqua's Wayale. To the extent on one some Muslim dates. It's me a din abusia or no some cast over May time was swing one map. When my 30th May, the OSP came out with a report say on the 2nd of June, which is Monday, so Wunya and Trinity, I had a basic Okroman and your papa. Still not can Ofori as on football Kenya swine. It was also OSP I can say Kim no so lawyers there as a mass sign. When you pay, so the only way I only pay a bit mini OSP Akasa. It's true, sir, on mobile Zoom meeting. How is this possible? It is possible within the system. You know, here is the BJ show with Br3ak Johnson. Do want to subscribe, share the link, tell others about the BJ show, and the next thing is you do want to leave a comment. I was only a to answer also. It's when you will be a OSP air channel, who trying to say, then Zoom. Land of possibilities. Yes, so that's Ken Ofori, some more catch OSP. You know, OSP are sharp, way and more than was a woman mobile. Now, on the 2nd of June, as I mentioned, say Monday, no, Unya be mamba. OSP chair, my time, no, the man on Epa, home. Still, Godfather, Amba, or Soyan. Right now, as I'm talking to you, the OSP has declared Ken Ofori wanted and also a fugitive. In other words, runaway or journey free system. And according to the OSP, he's putting things in place. So that right now they are going to trigger the Interpol, which is just a encophone outside no baby will be at Obeba. So the Interpol is going to make sure second Ofori as a Bianation and Numo. So the hospital pass doctors for any said you cry at the handcuff a begunnings and near the opera. Abba, opening Jim. You know, here is the BJ show with Br3ak Johnson. Do also subscribe, share the link, tell us about the BJ show, and the next thing is you do well to leave a comment. Enter some OSP editor.
The OSP graciously acceded to Mr. Oforiatta's request to return voluntarily to the jurisdiction between 14 and 30 May 2025, as the office deemed the indicated recovery period reasonable in the circumstances. Consequently, the OSP removed Mr. Oforiatta's name from the list of wanted persons pending his voluntary return to the jurisdiction based on his own indicated dates. Consequently, the OSP directed Mr. Oforiatta to attend the OSP in person on Monday, 2 June 2025 at 13:30 GMT for interview, which is today. The OSP emphasized that if he failed to voluntarily return to the jurisdiction within his stated dates, and if he failed to attend the OSP on the rescheduled date of Monday, 2 June 2025 at 13:30 GMT, his name will be re-entered on the list of wanted persons, and the OSP will consider him a fugitive from justice, whereupon the office will take all necessary legal steps to secure his return to the jurisdiction and attendance at the OSP at our own choosing. Then, by a letter dated 28 May 2025, Mr. Oforiatta's lawyers informed the special prosecutor that a medical expert has diagnosed Mr. Oforiatta with cancer and has earmarked 13 June 2025 for surgery, for which reason he would be unable to return to the jurisdiction as scheduled. His lawyer stated that to the knowledge of the OSP, this change in circumstances has been brought to the attention of the court, before which Mr. Oforiatta is presently pursuing a human rights claim against the OSP and the special prosecutor. His lawyer stated further that in order not to hold the office back in the performance of his function, he had Mr. Oforiatta's instructions of his readiness to go through video recorded interview for the purpose of eliciting his caution statement. His lawyers offered to meet the special prosecutor in person or approach the bench for the purpose of viewing Mr. Oforiatta's biopsy report, whichever suited the special prosecutor. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the media, this is where we are now. And let us step back a bit from the 28 May 2025 letter from Mr. Oforiatta's lawyers and place the matters in their proper context. I have intentionally went through a tedious timeline. A letter from Mr. Oforiatta's lawyers, dated 18 February 2025, clearly indicated that a possible surgical intervention to be performed on him was to occur on 20 and 21 March 2025, upon which reckoning the OSP carefully considered the recovery period and indulgently pushed Mr. Oforiatta's attendance at the OSP to 2 June 2025. Therefore, Mr. Oforiatta had a duty to promptly inform the OSP of any fundamental change in his medical circumstances on 21 March 2025, when the advertised surgical intervention was not performed, to enable the OSP reschedule a new date of his attendance at the OSP to accommodate any such material changes in his medical condition and treatment itinerary. Mr. Oforiatta has known, at least since 21 March 2025, that no surgical procedure was to be performed on him in March. Yet, he purposely sat by indolently and chose not to inform the OSP of such fundamental changes in the circumstances. Instead, about 67 days after learning of the alleged changed circumstances around 21 March 2025, Mr. Ofori elected to spring a surprise on the OSP on 28 May 2025, just 6 days before his scheduled attendance at the OSP, by offering to undergo a video recorded interview and a viewing of his biopsy report. Now, back to the 28 May 2025 letter from the lawyers of Mr. Ofori. As I said, this is where we are. By a letter dated 30 May 2025, the OSP declined Mr. Ofori's offer of video recorded interview for the purpose of eliciting his caution statement. This office has always insisted on his personal attendance, and we have indicated clearly to him that we are unwilling to waive it. If we were amenable to taking any such statement from Mr. Ofori in absentia, we would have done so in February and not waited to 2 June 2025. We want him here physically, and we insist on it. A suspect in a criminal investigation does not pick and choose how the investigative authority should conduct its investigations and the methods suitable to him and his convenience. We will not countenance such conduct, not in this case or in any other case. Further, the OSP has declined Mr. Ofori's invitation to view his biopsy report, as we consider it a pointless exercise. This is because it is common learning that the biopsy report contains nothing more than a conclusion upon the removal and examination of tissue, cells, or fluids from a living body that some disease or malady was indicated in the samples taken. A biopsy report is not an expression of a reasoned medical opinion that the subject of the report is an invalid and unable to travel, as Mr. Ofori seeks to suggest is his condition, and for which reason he says he cannot return to the jurisdiction. This much is clear. Since 24 January 2025 till date, Mr. Ofori has failed to show any medical report. I underline, he has failed to show any medical report which suggests that he is a travel risk and unable to return to the jurisdiction by reason of his medical condition. It has all been his say-so, his singular say-so. Therefore, the OSP views Mr. Ofori's lawyer's letter dated 28 May 2025 as an expression of utter bad faith on the part of Mr. Ofori, and it confirms our long-held, well-considered opinion and conclusion that Mr. Ofori has no intention of voluntarily returning to the jurisdiction and to attend the OSP. Further, this office is unaware of his purported information to the court, whether orally or by file processes, of the alleged change in his circumstances. Today is Monday, 2 June 2025. It is more than 3 hours past the scheduled time of Mr. Ofori's attendance at the OSP, and Mr. Ofori failed to attend the OSP today. Mr. Ofori's conduct is totally unacceptable and a baleful spite at law enforcement and criminal investigations. It ends here. It ends today. We will no longer accommodate him. Consequently, the OSP re-declares that Mr. Ofori is a wanted person and a fugitive from justice. His name is hereby re-entered on the OSP's list of wanted persons. The OSP will take all necessary legal steps to secure Mr. Ofori's return to the jurisdiction and to answer to the criminal inquiries against him. In pursuance of this, about 30 minutes before this briefing, I triggered processes for the issuance of an Interpol red notice for the location and provisional arrest of Mr. Kenneth Nanaya Ofori in whichever jurisdiction pending extradition or his surrender. Around the same time, I dispatched a request for extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which Mr. Ofori may be located or found, and his extradition to the Republic of Ghana. The OSP, who prefer criminal charges in the courts against Mr. Ofori, in due course, whether in absentia or otherwise. The principle upon which we proceed is that no person, regardless of title, regardless of status, regardless of medical condition, is beyond the reach of inquiry by the OSP.
So that's the OSP and Br3ak say Ejabin as some of the two journal concerning Honorable Ken Ofori, the former finance minister, and also Nana Danko Akufo-Addo Ninia Bema. Papa ready and easy because this was the same manner under him. And I just said the National Cathedral scandal no at a key place under him was also no banks guguye right up to now the OSP himself on Tinia Mabiase. And then let us remember, I said there are 5 allegations and I said 5 charges being dropped against this man. We don't know what is going to happen. And then this time around, we want everyone to account for whatever he or she did. And to the party boys, this time around, so who for film, Sikano one day, Baba who will be none of tintini, and then. This is the time for accountability. And then and I say accountability. And I NDC bar want to mean. This time around, your friends say chain na share. Here is the VJ show with what's in your and do to subscribe, share the link, tell others about the VJ show, and the next thing is you leave a comment.